Let's wait for another 1 minute, then we'll start right away. Yes, okay, let's start then. So my name is Arun Goel and I'm working in Salesforce ecosystem from last 10 years. Currently, I'm working in cloud technology as a solution architect, and also I'm leading as a customer success leader in the company. And I started as my career as a developer, and then I moved to the architect level in last 3 to 4 years. And I also gained lots of certification. So last time I did have a CPQ and also the B2B. That was my latest addition in the certification pool. So moving forward, today I just wanted to showcase top 10 feature as an admin or developer you should be knowing for from the Winter 24, because it's been 14th of October now. All the production org and also sandbox org has got this particular update, so everybody should be aware of that if you are working in a Salesforce ecosystem. And people can also post their question in the chat window. Maybe in the end of the session, we will be having maybe 15 minutes for the Q&A session, and we will be able to answer each and every question. I'll try. So this is the first top one feature, like we can now add the custom validation message in the flow. Earlier, there were lots of limitation in the flow. Okay, we were not able to add any custom message. Let's suppose we are working on a screen flow or maybe on a symbol flow, and there's a condition you have to put it. Maybe you wanted to get maybe account status should not be equal to hot if the amount is less than 10,000. So you wanted to display some message. So maybe we were creating some validation message, or maybe we have to go for the customization, maybe by using LWC or maybe by using Apex. Now with the flow, you can do that very well. In the flow only, we can use our own custom message, and that custom message we can use while developing a flow, and we can put any with any of the conditions. So let me show you that as well. Let me share that. So I'm just giving you the heads up also how you can check this. So I've just created a flow just for the sample purpose, where I can where you can see I'm putting on opportunity creation and updation, and I put the division, and division is whenever the stage equal to proposal, then it should be coming to the this particular flow, and this is the error element which I've added. So this is a standard element now. If you can go to the plus button, you will be able to find that custom error. So we have added this custom error. When you add this particular action, so you'll be getting this. You wanted to show this on the record page, or you wanted to show this particular message on the field level. Okay. Now, if I go to the opportunity, this is something I already enabled. So let me show you that. So what my use case is, anytime when opportunity stage equal to proposal, then I wanted to show that validation message. So open any of the opportunity. Now there is a stage, right? So if I change the stage negotiation to proposal and I hit a save, right? So I should get a message. Opportunity amount cannot be updated as a stage proposal. So that is just for the sample purpose. So you can see this is a message. You can very well do that. The key thing you should be remembering while working with the custom error message, you can have only one custom error message on the same page. You can have multiple, but one at a time you can add. And if you are adding any custom error message in the flow, right? So don't do any other custom. Don't add any element in between and error. Okay, just consider that error should be the last element you should be having. Otherwise, your flow will go like maybe error is showing, but your next element will be executed. So that is something you need to keep in mind while working on this. Now coming on to second feature, which has been come with the Winter 24. Now you can save the flow without configuring the same and some elements. Earlier, every element has to be saved very well. Okay, they won't let you to save the flow. Now you can do that very well. And apart from that, also now you can see when you are working on the flow, the pop-up won't be opening as a model box. It will be coming on the right span, so that it will be easy to track your changes. So let me show you in the action as well. So this is something I've created as sample. So let's suppose we are working on a flow, record trigger flow, and I am updating my opportunity on record and creation, and I put some logic. Okay. Now, if you click on the edit, so first of all, you need to take care is it should be auto layout. So when you are clicking on the edit button, okay. So earlier this was coming as a pop-up, okay, on the above of this particular element. Now you can see those changes on the right side. So it is easily trackable, okay. So that is one feature they have done. And apart from that, if you are updating something, let's suppose you don't provide. So normally when I say create records, I need to provide a record over here, right? Right now, I'm not able to do that. I'm not doing this, okay? So I just wanted to save this as a draft. So I can do that. I can save it very well. It won't show me error, although it will be showing me error warning so that at least as a user, I should be aware of if there is any issue on the flow, right? So maybe I can take care in the future. But it is letting me to save this particular flow. It's not stopping me to do that. So this is the second feature. And now the third feature is, now let's suppose you are working in a production environment. Okay, maybe you are working, you just added on that project, and there may be hundreds of flow already been there. Now, when maybe any issue will be coming, so you might be filtering out on the flow, right? So it's very uneasy for the developer or maybe admin to get with each and every flow. Now they have given an option to filter out the flow based on any conditions. So what you need to do, you need to click on the flow trigger explorer. It was already been there. So before the Winter 24, you can always select the objects and all. But now the additional thing what they have given, you can very well go for active and inactive flows. So when let's suppose I disable the inactive, okay, I'm selecting inactive, so it will be showing only inactive one, and the same way is active one. And it is also helping you to differentiate between the managed package flow and also your own flow, which you have developed as per your enterprise. And now these are the process type, because we also have orchestration in place, and we have a physical flow as well, okay, which is a logical one. So you can very well categorize on this as well. So these are the filters you can apply, and on the basis of the filter, you'll be having a results. So this will be making a admin and maybe developer life easy little bit. Now the fourth feature would be screen flow component retain values after state changes. So for this one, let me show you in the action, then I'll explain what does it mean. So I'm debugging this, okay. In this flow, what I'm doing, I've created a winter one screen flow, and in that screen flow, what I'm doing is I put some of the fields: account name, first name, last name, email. Okay. Now let me debug this. So as you can see, account name I've kept it as a mandatory field, and let me put my name Arun Goel. Okay. Now let's suppose as a user uh, I don't see this as a required field. Okay. I click on the finish. Now you can see the error is also showing the Arun Goel, the first and last name in the phone also is retained. Okay. Earlier it was not the option. If you are on a working as a end user, and you are filling out the form which you have prepared on via ScreenFlow, and you are having some required field or maybe some error is coming, so these value are not retaining. Now there is an option you can retain the value. So just to make sure to use this feature, what you need to do, there's a setting in the, let me show you. So that setting as well. So process automation flow. That's a process automation setting. So there's a setting you need to enable that. So this one, enable reactive component for the specific flow version. This setting you need to enable. Sorry, this one, opt-in reactive display tags. So this setting you need to enable that for that. So it will be giving you the this feature. You can retain the value for your records. I think this is pretty much good feature that has been added by Salesforce, and most of the it will be helping with lots of end user, right? It will be giving them the use good user experience as an end user. Now the fifth feature is a beta one that is not in GA right now. But what you can do, let's suppose now you're working, so everybody is aware, okay, now the Salesforce is getting away with the profile. They are more focusing on the permission set. Now, when you are working on a permission set, so it might be you will be having lots of permissions have been given on the object level. On the object also, you will be having field level, right? So when you go to the permission set, it is bit difficult to identify just on from the high level view. You need to so what you need to do, you need to go inside to the permission set, and then only you'll be able to see that. Now there's a button, okay. This is the beta right now, but still you can see that view, click on the view summary date beta version, and there's a button, and you'll be getting all the object, what are the permission, read, crud, read, create, edit, delete. It will be having view all, modify all, and the same way field permissions also they will be showing. So for the sample purpose, I just added one permission set group right now. This also will be showing what are permission set group, what are the permission set group we are adding in this. Okay. So this is something like as an admin, I think it will be really easy to target what are the permission this permission set is using and what are the permissions. Maybe you are getting an issue. This they are not able to read the proper, that field is not visible on the layout. Though those kind of thing, I think very well managed with this. Now the sixth one. Now let's suppose you are working on a dashboard. So now you can also transfer the ownership of dashboard. Let's suppose there's one person, okay, who's working in the, now they are leaving the company. So earlier there was no such feature was available, although you can do with the Apex and everything. But now as an admin, you can transfer the ownership of the dashboard. So let's suppose I do have a dashboard, and now this dashboard is owned by me. Okay. So let me open the dashboard. So this is a dashboard, okay, my test dashboard. And on the right hand side, there's a change owner button, right? So you can see now I can change the owner. Right now I do have one user right now, but if you'll be having multiple users, your user will be coming. So that permission also that user should be having manage dashboard. That's obviously the prerequisite, but all the user will be available over here, and you can directly change the ownership from mine to that particular user, and that is a GA now. The next biggest feature is now you can set a password or expiration date while sharing a Salesforce file link. So as everybody is aware, we have a files right in the Salesforce. So earlier, let's suppose we wanted to share the file to the actual user. So Salesforce does give that feature. You can create a public link on this, and that public link we can share to anyone outside Salesforce as well. But now Salesforce also gave us this new feature. Let's suppose I click on the public link. So we can enable expiration date. So by default, it's a 30 days. By default, it's coming 24/11 from 25th of October, but you can decrease or increase it as per your convenience. And also you can generate a password as well if you want. So this is the password. It will be tightly coupled with the file. So when you share this link with the any of the user, so they need to get this actually. See, he's asking for you the password. So let me put the password quickly. Let me copy this. Okay. So this is the file. You can see. You're able to see. Okay, not sharing it. See now this is asking for the password. So let me give the password 1 minute. So I'm copying the password and I'm putting here. And when I click on go, it will be accessing the actual content. So this is how it will work. Now the eighth feature. Now this is something you need to enable for in the org. So there's a intelligence contact and the lead report you can have on your org. And how you can do that? You need to go to the setup. So you can see contact intelligence view or lead intelligence view. So let me show you the contact intelligence view first. I click on this setup. Now you need to enable this on, and also you can add the button. I'll explain what is all about. You can click in the same way you can have a lead intelligence view. Again, you need to enable this. So let me show you the contact first. So I'm on a contact list. Now you can see this is a view. Okay, normally as a developer or as an admin, what you can see like this is a normal list view, right? So this button intelligence view has been added by this feature. So when we hit on this button, okay, so it will be giving me the holistic view of the my contacts. 9 contacts are there, no activity is there. Like on the 6 contact, 0 idle, no upcoming, 5 overdue. And what you can do, you can very well do the filtration. Like let's suppose you wanted to filter out maybe active or maybe on the base of some condition. So you can do that as well. and if you wanted to switch it over on the classic one, the list one, normal list one, so you can do that. Also this created quarter one owner, also you can do the filtration by owner. Now let me go with the leads. So leads right now you don't have any this button, right? Now let me enable this. So I just enable that. Now let me go to the leads again. Let me add this. So when you click on the intelligence view, that add button, right? So this is something you can you can also go to setup in an object, but this is something will be adding on the layout intelligence view. And let me hit save. I'm not sure why it is happening. It should be open the intelligence view only. Check it maybe. I'll check it why it is happening. It should be done because when I did for the contact, it was working fine. Um, Anyways, so these are the setting. Okay, you can maybe go with the contact only right now. I'll check maybe later on after the session what is happening. But this is something you can go to the contact and you will be having how many contacts are there. Okay, and these are the, and because you will be only able to see 200 contacts in the, you need to scroll down, but without scrolling you can have the number, and also you can put your filter so that you can easily get your number of the contacts. You can also do the query, but without query as an admin you can do that. Now I think this is a very good feature. This is GA now. Now you can update with the, like you can have a account and you can have a multiple contacts inside a single contact account. So you might be having update maybe all the contact status as a single go for that particular account. So you can very well do that. So let's suppose I do have an account, and this is my contact. Okay, two contacts are there for this particular account, and there's update contact button. So I need to select those contact. Maybe I'll be having 5, 10, 20. Okay, so I think there's a limitation around 100 or 200 related record we can update in a single go. So now this screen will be pop up, right? The only thing you need to keep in mind, whatever the update you wanted to have, okay, so it will be effective for all the contacts, all the record you will be selecting. So let's suppose I wanted to change the name of the contact, right? XYZZ, and also let me, okay, now if I hit the save button, so it will be updating for both of them. See, this one and this one. So this is, I think, good feature where maybe while working on the practical uh, ecosystem, you frequently will be updating maybe multiple record associated to the parent one. So that is good feature, I think you should be having. And to add that, either you can go with the lightning page with the context. Like right now the context is contact, so you can either go to the edit page with the help of app page builder to add this particular button, right? So let me show you that. Or you can also add to the layout, whatever the way you like. Let me go to the account first. Now click on edit page. You can also go with the app builder as well for this. And I'm on a account record page. So here you can see contact single release is there. So if I click on this, you will be getting this update contact. Okay. So I have just put it update contact. Now you can have the same thing while the layout via layout as well. If you're already working on the classic, so you need to go to the layout and you need to go to the enhanced list as well. Let me show you that in a minute. So let me go to the account, and there's a page layout, and there's the account layout. Now under the account layout, you need to go to the leader list. So you need to find out the contact leader list. So here you can see the buttons as well. So this one also you can do. Now the thing you need to keep in mind, so this is a button you won't be getting by default. You need to create this on the child record. In this case, the contact with the child record. So if I need to show you, so I just create that button. So right now this functionality is available for the create and update. It is not available for the delete right now. So this is something I created, create update contact. So these are custom standard action, update contact and update the record action type. In the same manner, you can also do what? Maybe you can create a action while creating a record. So action type you can see, you can select create a record and then target object you can see contact. So and then you can place this particular button on maybe account read list. So that is also about that. Now the last feature which I just wanted to make sure is a reactive display text component screen flow. For this also you need to update this on the setup, and this is a setting process automation flow, and I'll explain what does it mean in a minute. So this is a enable reactive component for the specific flow. This setting you need to do that. And now if you are working on a version 59, okay, this setting enablement is not required. If your flow maybe 57 or 58, maybe on summer 23 or maybe spring 23, then your flow might be on a 57 or 58, then this is required. Before 57 version also this feature, even though you will enable this first feature, you won't be getting this particular enablement, right? Even though you check this checkbox. So your API version of the flow should be having at least 57 or 58. If it is 57 or 58 and you wanted to have this feature, so you need to enable the checkbox. If it is 59, this checkbox enablement is not required. When I say, let me show you what does it mean. So when I say API version, so this is something you can go to the your flow and you can go to the advanced, and this is something the API version you can see. Now let me show you in the action what does it mean. It's a reactive property, and I think it's a really great feature which we can use as a while working in a screen flow specifically. So let's suppose I debug it. So while I'm changing the value on the one element, the other element is also being changed. So let's suppose I'm putting my whole price is maybe $30. So retail price is $90. So I'm doing 3 times of that. If $50 is a 150 USD is coming. And how I'm doing that? So nothing fancy, right? So I just put wholesale price and the calculator price. So this is something I've done. I've created this one. This is the resource I've created. So in this particular resource, I have done into 3. That's how it is being populated on the go. So this is something I think you can very well use it. So I think this is all, guys, from my end. I would like to have any questions if you are having. And I'll try to share this recording as well with the slides. So you can have this maybe for the future reference. Any question, guys? Thank you, guys. So I hope like this will be very useful to for everyone, and everybody will be able to use maybe few of them in the ongoing activities in the project. Thank you so much, guys, and thank you for the time, everyone. Good evening, good night.